Welcome to Downtime, Episode 2. I'm Dathan Gamble.
Drew.
Code C.
Scott T.
Welcome to Episode 2. Thanks for the views, likes, the comments, the subscribes. We really appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, let's just get the fucking ball rolling.
Alrighty.
Kind of already got you guys on this rant earlier. Let's start this back up. Scientists discover plutonium-238, substance we already had back during the Cold War that we're now using in our rockets to get us to the edge of the solar system. It's already gotten us to the edge of Pluto, and they're thinking it's going to get us farther. It's been discontinued. We were working with it until now. As of December 22nd, 2015, before the year was up, we figured out how to make more. After we already had to buy some from the Russians, from the way I understand it. So thoughts, comments, opinions. Some random substance pops up fucking since the Cold War.
Some random substance that happens to be the most powerful substance we've ever come up with was discontinued.
I mean, it wasn't the Cold War when we were like kind of at the fight to get to the moon?
Yeah.
Wasn't that around that time?
Yeah.
So were we already using it to get to space? Like, that was one thing I didn't find that I found was kind of curious. You know what I mean?
And our biggest rivals in that was the Russians, so what the hell are they giving it to us for?
Where the hell's it been? You know
We
what I
had
mean? Like,
they said we had a stash of it somewhere, luckily, to run tests on it.
Oh, yeah.
stash.
Of course we do.
And then
Exactly.
If we find out somebody else has some, we want to make sure we have more.
Is that something he just had top shelf of his closet? Oh, hey. This was up here. I had stashed back years ago.
Well, I'm sure they got all kinds of crazy shit stashed away that nobody's ever even seen or heard of.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I heard a pretty crazy story about a soldier that went to Area 51 for a cleanup of the whole Roswell thing, and he picked up a piece of metal that looked like aluminum foil, like same thin durability as aluminum foil, crumbled it into a ball, and went to throw it in his trash bag, and before it reached the trash bag, it flattened back out.
Yeah, flying back out. That's the shit they say they found at the Roswell incident.
Yeah, that's
At the
right,
crash.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was a piece of metal.
Yeah, like it looked like aluminum foil, and he crumbled it up to throw it in the trash bag, and it flattened back out before it got into the trash bag, midair.
Huh. Really?
Yeah. There's actually a that famous picture that they put in the newspaper back when the UFO crashed in Roswell. At first they said, the first news article come out, they said it was a disc. They recovered a disc, and then they came out the next day and said that they recovered a weather balloon. Well, the picture that they took of them looking at this weather balloon is actually the wreckage of that material that you're talking about. That's what they say that material is.
Yeah.
Because that material in the picture isn't a weather balloon. It looks like a foil like that.
Right,
And that's
right.
that's
Like
what they say that material
Like a
is.
big popcorn bag.
Yeah, yep.
Huh.
Okay.
So if you look that picture up, you can obviously tell it's not a weather balloon. It's something shiny, and yeah.
All right, well,
So who's to say that that metal isn't?
still around.
Roswell happened before the Cold War.
Right. So many other
Who's to
substances.
say that's where that plutonium didn't come from?
238. Yeah, that's what it's called, plutonium
Reverse
238.
engineering.
That crashes, and 8 years later, we're on our way to the moon.
Well, think about it this way. Think about the leap that we've made in the last century, the last 100 years, the advancements that we've made compared to the last 1,000 years of mankind.
Now-
After Roswell happens, this century has exploded with technology.
Now, did we
Compared to
make it
what-
to the moon, though?
Yeah,
get
we've
started
been
on that.
we've been to the moon. We've been to the moon. Yeah, I don't think that's conspiracy.
Now, based on this, yeah, we made it to the edge of Pluto. We've already made it there with plutonium-238. We're making it to Pluto. You know what I mean? Which isn't a planet now, or whatever. fuck that. I was raised on, it's a planet. We made it as far as the planets that we know of. You know what I mean? According to this. So yeah, that makes sense. I just didn't know you conspiracy theorists. If
I've heard of it. It's hard to get behind that because it's like such a big piece of Americana. You know what I mean?
right.
That we landed on the moon. So yeah.
But I guess in the same sense, it's to also say that we did land there. We've been out to space and we've been out there, but did we send a guy there? I guess
that's the loophole that I see.
I guess you could still play that.
That could so easily be put together in an LA studio.
Right. Right.
So easily.
But then why spend the millions of dollars that it takes to send a rocket into space?
Well, they did send a rocket, but who's to say they landed?
But all the 100+ launches that there's been since then. If we ain't been to the moon, what's the point in fucking spending millions of dollars and shooting a rocket to nowhere for show?
And what are you going to do when you get past
maybe
all the planets and their gravitational pulls and you're just out in space with no kind of any kind of gravity? Yeah, because you'd be outside of all the solar system with all the planets orbiting. There'd be nothing out there unless you ended up finding another fucking solar system with a bunch of planets.
That's the idea. Is we're supposed to break out of our own solar system with this shit. Yeah.
The thing with the moon is like it was such a big race. The only thing I see that it could be staged is the fact that maybe that was.
It could have been staged then.
That was the mission.
We've probably been there by now, but we might not have been there then.
Yeah,
we just had to be the first ones there.
To go there, then maybe that was the MO to make it to the moon, to land on the moon, and who's to say they didn't get up there and it wasn't possible. All this commotion, we're gonna land on the moon. You can't fucking leave the whole country disappointed like that and lose the war to Russia.
Yeah, and you're right.
To Russia.
You're right. There's always that aspect to it.
Throw something together, show the public what they want to see.
Yeah, because that was a big momentum push and helping getting everybody behind it even more.
Yeah, you could be right there. We could have staged it and said we've been there.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was staged the whole time. Yeah, exactly. Why spend all the money to send a rocket up if you're going to stage it? Maybe that was the plan and it's impossible. Maybe we can't land on it.
Maybe we can't land on it at all is what you're saying now. We've never sent someone there, maybe.
Well, if that was the case, that'd be a hell of a way to scam money. How many billions of dollars they fucking put into research for that and where to go?
Viagra.
Isn't there a satellite on the moon?
I don't know that we actually have a satellite.
If you've ever watched the documentary Aliens on the Moons, or Aliens on the Moon, then yes. If you've watched that. That's what they say. There's images that they have of the moon. That
I'm pretty sure they planted one. Like they landed and planted something so they can coordinate its.
Well, maybe one of ours
or whatever.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Like
a camera or anything, but just to like a GPS track.
Yeah, something.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like a satellite or something.
Yeah, I mean you'd have to at least get there for that.
Well, we've gotten a rover to the Mars. You know what I mean?
Very
So
true.
why couldn't we get a satellite on the moon? Yeah. Oh, man, they said the Japanese rover that was stuck on Mars saw something. I can't remember what it was now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking it was a medal. Was it a medal? Does that sound right? Now that I don't know, maybe it's just because you guys got me on metal. But when I was looking up these articles and shit, my headlines. I didn't look into the whole thing. I just saw the headlines. The Japanese rover that they had sent, it got stuck. It didn't just malfunction or whatever. It had just been jammed wherever it was. It was still fully functioning, but it was just stuck wherever it was at, and it had saw something. Whatever it had saw, I can't remember what it was.
Oh, like a flash way out of in the distance?
Maybe.
It was caught up on a rock.
Maybe.
Yeah, when it got stuck. Yeah, I remember.
The rock right up underneath of it?
It right caught up right underneath it.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a Japanese rover because I watched that somewhere and it was a bunch of white scientists.
Yeah.
See, no, that was a new too. This is new headlines. I'm searching this week.
Because that one, it fell down into a crater and then tried to climb out, and that's when it got stuck. The one you're thinking of. I think we watched it together.
Yeah, we
actually.
probably did, yeah.
Okay.
The latest thing I've heard on Mars is that they've found evidence not of water, but that there was water on Mars.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the planet's red.
Yeah.
It's rust.
Yeah. Yeah, to my understanding,
So the
yeah, we've
water
always
is
known of some
not
kind
been
of...
evaporated,
Or,
it's just been
Mars
oxidized.
used to be exactly like Earth.
Yeah.
It used to have the same atmosphere. It used to have water. You know. It was
Well, what
exactly
we were
like Earth.
watching, there was a layer of water and then a layer of, like, Earth surface that had oxidized to give it its red color. And then there was still kind of water underneath of it, but it was kind of, like, makes it all kind of poisonous. From what I had taken
how
of
does
it.
that
What the
make
fuck were we
any
watching?
sense,
Ancient
though?
Aliens, maybe?
If a planet would have been like Earth, it would have been the one. It would have been Venus, because Mars is too cold to sustain life. The sun would have to expand even more for Mars to sustain life.
Yeah, I don't know if it was exactly like Earth, but it used to. It used to be like a.
Had features.
Yeah. It wasn't just. It's a dead planet now. It used to be a lot. Wasn't a dead planet.
So now what does that say for Earth then?
We're fucked.
Well, yeah, that's why this big news. Man, that's why this big news of we might be able to get out of our solar system is so huge, because there's no other sustainable planets in our solar system. So we have to get out to continue the human race.
Oh, so now we know.
We already
Really?
know our solar
It's just the-
explode.
yeah.
It's not going to be in our lifetime or our great
Yeah.
grandchildren's lifetime.
Well, yeah, because how many years does it take to fucking get to Pluto?
Exactly. Why not start now? Why not start the exploration now?
Yeah.
Well, hell,
The
didn't.
human race might not need to get off Earth for another 1,000 years, but 1,000 years of research is there in 10 years.
Well, maybe
how
they
long
know
did it
more
take
about-
for us to get to Mars.
Out to Mars?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. My
Yeah,
only
I forget.
reference for that is the movie Rocket Man, where the guy switches pods with the chimpanzee.
No. No.
Oh, what is that actor's name? He was in the Dave Chappelle movie, Half Baked, the one that goes to jail.
Oh.
Goofy looking dude.
Yeah.
They're trying to steal my cocktail fruit. This guy, Nasty
Yeah,
Nate.
yeah, he does this movie where he gets to go to Mars.
God, what is his name?
It's some Williams, right?
Oh man, I dropped my phone. I can't IMDb it.
Oh man.
Harlan Williams.
There you go,
Yeah.
Harlan Williams. Yeah, he does this movie where he goes to Mars and like they send a chimp up too, and 3 professional astronauts. He just gets in somehow, like through flukes. It's like an earnest kind of movie. but the monkey steals his pod because they put him to sleep for 3 months on the way there. The monkey steals his pod, so he's like has to either get in the monkey's pod, which he can't because he's huge, or he's awake for those 3 months. And it's like hilarious. He uses all the food and stuff and draws a mural on the ceiling.
I think I may have seen this. Now
It's-
talking about it.
Oh, he's one of the, he was one of my favorites after that movie Superstar. We got a little off topic there.
I mean, that's why you can't keep the show to a continuum. That's why Downtime is the podcast about nothing. We weren't turning the camera on. It was that I had technical difficulties. I got another conspiracy rant for you guys.
Oh, great.
Bring it on.
All right, we ended at the end of 2015 with our discover in Dubai with a skyscraper burning. It burned all day, and its skyscraper beams didn't burn. Now I've been hearing all kinds of fucking
Oh,
documentary
geez.
shit about the Zeke heist movie and about the Twin Tower shit.
You got a couple hours, man?
So where does this skyscraper shit really come into play there?
Well, you got to think Dubai too's got a shitload of money, so I'm sure when it comes to that, they probably might not be as willing to cut as many corners as we do here.
Did you look up on that?
I haven't actually watched it yet. No.
I know Dubai's got the tallest building in the world. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if it was that building. I want to say it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think that's why they're making such a big deal about it, because it was the tallest building in the world.
It's like that dude that flew too close to the sun and his wings caught on fire.
Yeah.
Too high. Too close to the sun.
Well, what gets me about that is this tower burnt, like they said, all day long. This tower burnt. When I watched it, when I seen it, it was early in the day, and they said like 50 stories had done burnt already. And I know it burnt all day long.
Right.
Now, you go to the World Trade Centers. You have 2 planes that hit the top of the buildings. 3 hours later, they both collapse in on themselves, demolition style, from the bottom. Yeah, they don't tip over. They fall all the way to the ground.
Top 20 stories falling in.
Yeah.
The bottom 20, it's the whole building.
And now, like you were talking about that Zeitgeist movie, if you watch that Zeitgeist movie, they go real into depth into that. And they show you evidence, and they talk about when they demolish buildings, they have a charge, it's like a rope. And they wrap around the support beams of these towers.
Okay.
Or if they need to climb straight in, they wrap them all around all 4
The other way.
like this, so it comes in on itself.
Right.
And every one of the support beams on both of those towers, you can clearly see
They were perfectly cut.
cuts like this on all 4 of them, 45-degree angle cuts. Now, and then they were also interviewing people who said they heard multiple explosions before the planes hit the towers.
Interesting. All right.
And I forget what it was that happened right before. There was a couple days right before 9/11 happened, but something went down
Scotty.
and just made it even more suspicious. If I think about it, I'll bring it back up. But
Right on, right on. That was my fun for the conspiracy rants anyway. I just kind of wanted to get you guys rolling on that.
oh man, I'd sit here for the rest of the night.
Little
All that shit.
icebreaker.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
All right. A notable mention. They recently made a robot that drinks shots with you.
I saw that. Yeah.
Have we seen that yet? Isn't that awesome? That's okay.
Awesome or sad.
America. America.
We don't even have to go to bars anymore.
Right? If you don't know what it is it's just a robot. You put the shot in it, you fill it up, and it drinks it, and it puts it down in its stomach in a clear container. And that's it. You're never drinking alone with your robot drinking buddy.
This sounds like an advertisement.
I've got 3 on order, you know?
Until you're desperate
And you-
drink your buddy.
Domo, here's a Chateau, Mr. Rabacho.
Wow, my
Tearful.
All right, that sticks me with the general topics. I'm sticking with the themes now. I've got a lot of feedback about transitioning and organization, so I want to start with some icebreakers and then oddly transition into fucking here. Making a Murderer. TV shows. We're on TV shows now. Making a Murderer.
I almost started
You.
watching it last night.
Have you watched any of it yet?
No,
I haven't. My brother, he's been watching the shit out of it.
I'm hearing a lot of shit on Making a Murderer, especially from this guy right here. Well, I just read that the channel ID, is redoing it. They felt that the Netflix original Making a Murderer did not cover some of the facts
Yeah, I've heard that.
correctly. And if you haven't watched it yet, it's a conspiracy. Actually, it's another conspiracy even, right? Did I transition right to another conspiracy story?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, the dude
right?
didn't commit murder, right? They
They framed him for it.
well, he was
Back in-
accused of it.
Back
You
in
go ahead, go ahead.
1985, there was a lady walking on, this is up in Wisconsin, she was walking on the beach of Lake Michigan and was assaulted, raped in the bushes, pretty much pulled aside, whatever, but they didn't kill her, so she was able to identify someone, apparently. Well, the first cop she talked to was also a sketch artist and didn't take a sketch from her description. He drew a picture of somebody already in their records and asked her, "Is this the guy?" And she said, "Yeah." And this dude come from a bad family. I don't know if there's some kind of grudge with law enforcement. They in and out of trouble, in and out of jail. Just a bad seed, bad family.
Already suspect. Yeah, guilty
Bad
by
blo- bad
association.
bloodline.
Yep.
But with any bad bloodline, there's a couple of good seeds, and this guy had nothing. He had like a robbery or something 8 years prior, and completely admitted to it. Admitted guilty in court. I think he had a couple other minor misdemeanors that he admitted to. Right, like, it wasn't a very smart family either. A lot of them very low IQ, and very slow in school, and kind of learned within each other. Very close family, and so they pretty much just booked this guy without any evidence that it was him. Bring him in for a lineup, and everyone else in the lineup didn't really look anything like him. But the sketch was of him.
Right.
She's going to pick him.
Him, yep.
So this guy goes to prison for 18 years, and after
So you're saying they line him up. There's 5 dudes there. 4 of them's got black hair. 1 of them's a blonde. Like, come on,
he had
man.
shaggy hair, shoulder length-ish, shaggy hair, and a beard that kind of all tied in, you know what I mean? Those
Right.
faces where it's all just a bunch of hair.
Yeah.
You kind of just see this.
Scruff McGruff.
And
I'll drop shit. The whole cast, dude. Don't worry about it.
but yeah, I mean they had guys there with longer hair and scruff and but none of them looked exactly like the drawing, obviously.
As
'cause the
distinguishable.
drawing was him.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they book him. He gets charged and he's in prison 18 years, and after all this time, he's trying to fight it the whole time he's in there. They're trying to give him plea bargains while he's in, saying you'll have a chance of parole after 25 years if you just admit to it. And this whole time he fights it. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. Why would I do that? No one will do that.
Right.
So pretty much, these cops are pretty much trying to tell him to be a murderer, to admit to it, and so he doesn't break all these years and keeps hiring lawyers to try to find something that could get him out. And finally, eventually, they get a lead on this guy that had sexual assault crimes before, and they find out it was actually him that committed the murder 18 years earlier. And come to find out, the chief of police was informed that this guy should be their top suspect, and said, no, it's this guy. Back
But why
18
frame this
years
guy?
ago.
What's with framing this guy anyway?
They
Why
just-
not turn it over? What is
Because
it
he
about
had-
this guy?
He had these minor... He was a troublemaker.
Yeah, but
it was
okay.
minor stuff. It was minor stuff, right? So...
Okay.
The first one I don't get. I don't get why you just frame a guy,
Well,
Not
at
being
this
so-
point,
the
like,
first one I don't get.
I get framing him after that. You've already framed him once. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. This guy's easy pickings. You know what I mean?
Let's
But,
double
okay,
down.
so he gets out after 18 years. It's a huge story.
Right.
They pass a law because of him, like in his name, that pretty much will re-examine any inmate's case in Wisconsin. They'll re-examine your case, just in case there is a chance that you were,
Falsely,
Exactly.
accused.
Well, so all this is going on, and a year passes, and he's like the face of new justice in Wisconsin. But he decides, I just missed out on fucking 18 years of my life, so he's going to sue the state, or sue the county that booked him and got him in there, ruined his life.
Right, yeah, everything,
He
yeah.
was like, I think he was 23 when he went in.
Ooh.
Don't they
Wow,
reimburse
dude.
you per year so much money per year
If you win your lawsuit.
if you win your lawsuit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he,
That's not, I mean, that doesn't really count, though. I mean, how much money can you give me
Yeah,
for my
and
4
it's
years?
Really, it's really not that much.
or however long. Yeah, I'm
It's-
sure it's not.
Like, I've heard of somebody spending like most of their life, most of their adult life in prison before, and then getting out and they get this huge reimbursement. Like, hey, sorry, we fucked up. Here's a bunch
Right.
of money for you. And it's like, for real, man. Like, that dude spent 40 years locked up.
I
you
can
know,
only imagine.
for a crime he didn't commit. And this is how, like, this dude shouldn't have to pay for another thing ever.
No doubt.
You fucked up.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're never gonna give me back my life. Yeah, fuck yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, they settled on 450,000 in the settlement.
For how many years?
18.
18
he was
years.
asking for 38 million.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, yeah.
They
Absolutely.
offered
He still
him-
wasn't asking for enough.
Their initial rebuttal was 5,000 per year, capped at 45 grand.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
And that was paid out $5,000 a year. And once you hit 45, we're done paying you.
No.
And it ended up, the judge came to settle it at $450,000. This is a very small county in Wisconsin. We're talking Shelby County in Ohio.
Right.
There's no money. There's not $450,000 to pay this guy. The police department wasn't insured, so it was all coming out of their pocket. There's not $450,000 in their budget.
Fuck that. Call Obama and borrow it from the Chinese.
They're gonna end up declaring bankruptcy.
5-6 days later, this girl comes up missing and turns up on this guy's property. Bones charred that were proven that weren't burned on the property because none of the ground was charred.
So they're
So it was
burned
obviously
and
placed,
then
yeah.
burned and moved there.
So
I've seen
we
enough
can't-
first 48.
We can't pay this guy. Let's throw him back in jail. And that's
See, yeah, that,
that's
yeah.
as far as I'm at.
Yep, third time's the charm.
Okay. There's one more episode which focuses a lot more on. A lot of their evidence was a lot of bullshit, so they still really didn't have anything to pin it on this one guy. So they focused their attention to his nephew, 16-year-old, IQ of like 60, straight special ed,
Yeah.
terrified child when it comes, when an adult is scorning this kind of kid, they tail between their legs,
Yeah.
that kind of kid. So they pull him out of school randomly, no permission from his mom, which is illegal if they're under 18.
Right.
Pull him out of class and bring him into questioning, and through a 3-hour interview, pretty much get him to say that he witnessed his uncle having that lady tied up on the bed. He slit her throat after he raped her. They shot her and then burned her out back. But there's not a lick of blood anywhere on the property. Yet her neck was slit on a mattress, which is still in the room.
And then you're gonna shoot her, which is kind of redundant
There
after you're done cutting her
there was
throat.
10 shells found on his entire property, and they tested something in the powders to say when they were shot, and they were all months. They were just shells laying around. A big hick. They shoot guns.
Right.
And
What else is there to do there?
they found, and her car was found on the property. You stupid dumb idiots.
You stupid, dumb
Idiots.
idiots.
Hey, we can spell, brother.
Just not episode.
But this lady's car.
Just not episode.
There's 2 D's in episode, to be fair. That is how you spell it.
So this lady's car is found on the property too, which is a salvage yard. They live on a salvage yard. There's 10,000 cars on this property probably, and it's found right in the front with went to stash the car. You think you could go crush it, and it'd be gone?
No, he's gonna Scooby Doo it and put a couple branches over it and it's gone. Out of sight,
they
out of
investigate
mind.
the car and they find some drips of his blood, but absolutely no DNA of hers in her car. But his blood. Months later, they find. Well, his attorney asked for his blood sample that he gave back in 1985.
What's up, Chase?
Just kidding.
But seriously.
All right.
Yeah. You're cool, man.
What's up, Witch Breed?
You watch
What's
Making a
up?
Murderer? Trying to chime in on some Making a Murderer talk? I'm just learning. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say spoiler alert. Big time. I ain't
know
sitting there
everything.
either.
I'm only 5 episodes in.
See, but what if ID comes out and changes that shit anyway now? Like, you've been so convinced for days that this guy's innocent, but ID obviously wants
I'm
to read...
convinced that he's innocent for now.
For now, okay.
I'm to the point in the story where it's 2005. This guy's still in trial to this day.
To this day, yeah.
So what's happened in the last 10 years, I have no idea.
Speaking of which, what do you guys think George Jung is up to? Somebody's got to be reporting on that. We should look that up
Rails.
sometime. Rails.
Who?
George Young, the guy from the movie Blow.
Yeah, from Blow that he just
Oh,
got released
He
from
hasn't
prison.
seen Blow yet.
I still haven't seen Blow yet.
Sometimes I hate you as a person.
Yeah, totally. Where is he now? That next fucking week's Downtime. All
Yeah,
about
yeah,
George Young,
yeah,
past,
watch it.
present, and future. I'll watch Blow. I'll fucking.
Well, 'cause
We'll
they
get a
ju-
bunch of cocaine.
They just
If you
let
did
him out.
coke in the 80s, there's an 80% chance you got it from him.
I like that.
Or like Bobcat's
Right, that
part in it.
One
they're-
star. Not a big fan.
Well, where's your show, Chase?
Yeah, what do you watch? Where's your podcast? Please be Flash. Please be Flash. If Chase, never mind, I'll wait. If Chase hits me with the Flash,
No.
it's like
No,
no.
this has been mean.
Chase was mean.
Chase seems like a jerk. We don't want your follow.
Hey, calm down. I want your follow. Let's just calm that down. Have you watched any of Daredevil yet?
No.
The season 2 teaser come out and it hasn't showed Shane as Punisher yet, man. But Shane's gonna be Punisher, dude. I'm just saying. That's gonna be fucking wicked. I mean, it is. Shane's a badass, so is Punisher. Kind of goes hand in hand.
As I say, I just got done watching The Flash, and then I was trying to decide if I wanted to start watching either like Arrow, Gotham, or Daredevil. And
Daredevil.
as I say, I was thinking about trying that one just because it was the Netflix one, just to see what their spin on it was, see how much better it would be than network shit.
Yeah.
I think I started watching it, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. I say I really don't know a whole lot about his backstory either.
I don't know much about superheroes at all.
Yeah, I don't
besides
either. I
what
know
I've
some-
learned from this guy, you know.
Yeah, from what I've learned from him, and then just like the basics about the big ones.
The TV shows, I mean, they're kind of hit and miss anyway. You know what I mean? And The Flash is just epic, man.
Flash,
it's just,
Flash is good.
Yeah, it's just way next level. Always Sunny is a good show.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Agreed. And I just started that show recently, thanks to you guys. And
it's pretty good.
yeah, it's real fucking good.
I was actually telling you the story about watching it the other day, and the season 10 just came on Netflix. I think it was the first episode. They were going on a road, or they were flying to the West Coast to try and break Wade Boggs' record because he supposedly drank from the Yankees clubhouse. That's when he started drinking, and then all the way through the flight, and then when they landed again on the West Coast, and they said that he had drank 64 beers in that time. And
How long of a flight is that?
I'd say probably like 5 hours, maybe 5-6 hours.
I mean, but still, you're talking 64 fucking beers.
Wait, from where to where?
62 and 18.
New York to, I don't know. They didn't say where they went on they just said the West Coast. But
Is he
from
still
New
with
York-
us?
Oh yeah.
Barely. He's so
It's a lot of beer.
Yeah,
That's a lot of beer.
that's being
Yeah.
really drunk on a fucking airplane. That's gotta suck.
It wasn't actually 64 though, right?
No, I guess, yeah. Wade, he didn't really say what the number was, but he said that it wasn't 6. He didn't think it was 64. But the website I was reading it off of, it had a funny comment about it, saying that if you drinking beers is like plowing women. If you can remember over 30, you're just fucking weird.
Which is true, yeah. At that rate, yeah. Who the fuck is counting? Yeah, no doubt.
Doctor Who. Old Doctor Who or new Doctor Who?
You know something about Doctor Who?
I know like the OG Doctor Who.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
A Whovian in the house. Nice.
Oh, the OG ones. I actually never watched any of the new ones, but the OG ones aren't bad. Like, they're a good TV show to watch when you're trying to go to sleep. You know, you get a couple episodes deep and then you pass out during the third.
Man, this is totally cool, man, because you guys will do this to me for years to come, but fucking nerd. I got you on that one, man. I'll hang Batman shit up on the walls all day and you can call me a nerd. I got you there, man.
I know. I need to watch some of it, actually, because I do like the OG, but...
Yeah, Ben's been trying to get me to watch it hardcore. Actually, in my notebook, I do want to do a Doctor Who episode. They've been wanting me to fuck.
Like Wendy Woohoo's dad? From the Grinch?
No, it's like, it's
Cody, I'm not serious.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't do, okay.
I know the show, like,
Okay.
I never watched it.
He's Superman, only his telephone booth isn't as cool. You know what I mean? His telephone booth turns into a super powerful human. Doctor Who's telephone booth just takes him around. Or wait, it's not a telephone booth till the new one, isn't it? It's something different in all of them, ain't it?
No, it's a telephone booth in the
In all of them? Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It's called something else. But it's a telephone booth.
Well,
What's it called?
It's a time machine.
Yeah, but it is a time machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that is
time
what it
machine,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, Ben
Well-
always tells me it's called something.
Who do you think I am?
Which breed one?
Yeah, it's about my best guess.
Unless it's Ben.
No, I was just gonna say the only Doctor Who fan I know. is
No
Ben.
way, it's Ben. Ben's my 14th subscriber.
Yeah.
Ah, Ben, welcome to the stream, buddy. No way. Way to put Ben in the room. Yes.
What's up, bud?
He called us tards.
No, the TARDIS. That's what it. Okay.
Okay.
I was sorry.
Oh, yes, it's called the TARDIS.
Yeah, I
He
remember-
called us TARDs. Oh, man. That's good stuff.
I was gonna say I remember a little bit of it from hearing him talk about it on Hollywood Babylon.
Yeah,
It's-
it's
they were
something
pretty
you should
big on
watch.
that.
Yeah, they're not bad. They remind me of like an adult Goosebumps almost.
Oh, right on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, more sci-fi, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there's a different story to each episode. There's different aliens or different, you know.
Speaking of, who's watching the X-Files? Right?
I'm
you want
done.
to talk
I'm
about
getting out
coming
of
up TV shows? Totally watching that it was like a 6-part miniseries or something. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be on long. Totally worth checking out. Totally worth checking out.
Probably.
Yes, got to. You gotta check. Got to. They ain't rebooting it for nothing. You know what I mean? Someone's got dreams, big dreams.
David Duchovny gonna be in it?
Yes, and the chick.
I was gonna say I think they're both.
So
Yep.
is
Yeah.
he like cured of his sex addiction?
No, he's just back to hitting Mulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he just went back to his roots.
Time
She's
and
the
relevant
freak.
dimensions in space. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, man.
Lost me there too. I can't believe Ben dropped in. That was crazy. Way to throw me off track. M. Night Shyamalan reboots Tales from the Crypt. Boom.
I was never allowed to watch that as a kid.
Well, now you're 20 something. You can watch it now.
Mom's not here, Cody.
What better? We got night vision goggles when we're 40. You know what I mean? What
okay.
TARDIS stands for?
Oh, gotcha. You're on top of it, man.
You're just too smart for us, bro.
I feel like I'm dodging this comment.
Who's the nerd now, Ben?
Still me. Still me.
Oh, did he tell you he's playing Pokemon now?
Yeah. All right. So my little cousin gives Isley a DS months ago. I decide I'm gonna bust it out for her after Christmas. You know what I mean? Like your little cousin gave this to you for Christmas. You know what I mean? Check it out. It's still a little too advanced for her. I realize there's a Pokemon in it, right? So I put it in, and yeah, it takes me to that nostalgia. Like, yes, I played Pokemon when I fucking love Pokemon Red, man. I was a Charizard burning motherfucker. Yep, I was. And yeah, it's bad.
Coming home from lunch the other day, and he's talking about his evolved pig.
His evolved pig.
My pig's almost evolved, man. That motherfucker's become a boar.
I might have you topped on the Pokemon embarrassingness. I totally had all the 150 originals.
The cards.
Yep. Right. And 6 years later, when
This is starting to sound like a fucking AA meeting.
Important than that shit, my mom decides to break them out and made curtains out of them.
Oh wow! No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
And cool
so I bring
idea
a girl
now.
back to that
Like you're 17-year-old and like mom's like, I changed your curtains. Like, okay.
bringing girls back to moms.
Like, you wake up my roommates.
Hey. Does that matter?
Quality insufficient to something.
It said quality, internet connections, insufficient quality for gameplay. I don't know if that means for...
Ooh, no, we should be fine for now. We're still...
Can you hear us, Ben?
Oh, yeah, I know Ben's still with us. Where you at, Ben?
Ben, bark twice if you're in Phoenix. We've been on
Oh,
air
yeah,
for
it's working
42
because
minutes.
Yeah?
Ford, somebody else just popped in.
Oh, yeah, we got 4 people now. Hi, everybody.
What's up, guys?
Man, you know, I was about to give Ben that fucking $20 PlayStation Network card, too, until we realized he was being a dick, and then he told us he was Ben, and I totally forgot I was even giving a card away. Now I'm not giving a card away tonight. That's next week. Hit that subscribe button.
So we're not above bribery.
Brew me there, buddy.
No
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt. We're all about bribing here.
Alright, 45-minute mark. I gotta pee.
All right. Right where I've always been. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. We'll be back.
Oh, man, I need to do that. Oh yeah, that table would go flying. Fucking. Hey, simmer down.
Well, that's embarrassing. And we're back. Shit, moved it at all. All right. Where were we? TV shows. I was on notable mentions. Covington, Ohio girl, Allison Babylon on American Idol.
I'm still pissed they didn't show it.
I know, right?
Man.
We sat up and watched that whole show.
I'll sit and watch American Idol.
Idol, yeah.
Fucking hour.
Yeah. For the record, I watched that. Disappointing.
That's 2 hours of my life I will never get back.
Yeah, right.
If you are gonna watch that shit, that's the best time to watch it is at the beginning. When you see the good ones and then you see the fucking horrible ones that just
Well, they
get
don't do it
slammed.
that way now. They pre-screen them.
Oh, well then.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
they let him play music now in the background. Like, there'll be another dude playing on the keyboard and shit. Like, it's not a cappella anymore like it was. Like, let the dudes and chicks come in and play the guitars while they sing. Awesome. You know what I mean? To do
Yeah.
that as a next level of talent, I get that. But the point of American Idol was you come in, you sing a cappella, and you know what I mean?
about your
You make
voice.
it or break it. Yeah, yep. Period. You know what I mean?
Which is funny, and then you got The Voice that comes around, which is actually, I don't know if anybody's ever watched The Voice. The Voice is actually pretty good. I actually got The Voice for a minute. But it's funny because it's called The Voice, but 90% of the people that come and try out
Or performers.
are performers that have guitars or pianos.
Oh, yeah.
But it's called The Voice. But
That's why it started. Yep. That's why American Idol let it go down, because they had to compete with The Voice.
why can't it be like
And now it's canceled.
America's Artist?
Well, I like the idea of America's Got Talent,
Yeah.
but they should have kept that into categories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everyone's fucking so talented. You know what I mean? I saw everybody look at the TV at once. I thought there was a new comment to see.
Oh,
I thought Ben chimed in on something.
Ben, you still with us, brother?
Oh, Ben's hanging in like a boss.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple episodes of that America's Got Talent. They'd have like fucking BMX people going up, and then you'd have like people juggling or something.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, this gotta suck
And
to
then
be the
it's- and
person
then
that
it's
juggles
singing.
and gets on the show. And you're
Yeah.
like, how the fuck am I gonna compete with that?
Yeah, keep your fucking circus freaks and your exports and your fucking musicians
Circus freaks.
separate.
Damn.
I mean, I guess juggling ain't quite a circus freak, but I mean,
So you keep your bearded
na-
ladies and bearded ladies and jugglers over there.
putting a nail in your face is a talent. I'm just saying, it's a talent.
It's a weird talent. But
Acceptable nonetheless. I'd give that guy gobs of
I don't
money.
think it's really a talent, though. I mean, anybody could put it through their face. It's just a matter of them screaming when they do it.
got my face.
Well, he doesn't. I don't believe he bleeds. All fucking like it's not the same as if I were to put
Yeah.
a nail in
I
my
was
face.
gonna say, or have you seen those people like fucking put hooks in their skin and like fucking
Yeah.
dangle off of like? I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Or sword swallowers without
Yeah.
trick swords.
yeah. Wonder how many people died doing that over the years.
That's why it's not so common anymore. The evolution process didn't make it through those people. They died off.
We need times like that again.
we need more
Too many
Darwinism.
idiots running around.
Yeah, there's a warning label on everything now.
Yeah, I mean, we've discovered it all. Like, we don't have people running around like, is this snake friendly? Like,
Idiocracy says it best at the beginning of it. Has everybody seen Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Okay, at the beginning of it, they're doing the two sets of couples. Well, actually, they just do the dude and the couple, the business couple. They're all professional, you know. Oh no, it's not the right time to have kids, or oh no, we're just so busy, and they never have kids because they're so busy. But the dumbass is, you know, having sex everywhere, and they just breed rapidly.
that's why half the country's on government assistance. They're too dumb to get a job, but they got 14 children.
I mean,
Or maybe they're not
man,
dumb.
for a
Maybe they're
minute,
just playing the system.
My sister, that's on government assistance, asked me if she can borrow money from me, who's never got money from the government. Would you get a little ticked off too?
like, man.
No one helps my ass.
Yeah.
I give you money every week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know you're bad when you're stealing from Obama. He's stealing everything from us. Fuck.
I know he's fucked up a lot, but I think he's got saddled with a lot of fucking W's bullshit too that he had to deal with. That he's taking
Yeah.
the shit for.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that he does.
W got stuck with Clinton.
With Clinton shit.
Shit.
What?
Well, yeah, but-
Nobody said that.
You know, it was
When
one of
Clinton
the
was
bills
there, that was
Clinton
actually when we were
signed
making
that
money.
worked out for 4 years and then bombed.
No, nobody said that. What news are you watching?
Rose the
Fox
economy-
News?
He built the economy only for it to collapse in Bush's hands.
No, what? I never heard that. You're talking about a smooth criminal, Bill Clinton. Don't ever talk bad about Bill Clinton. Come on, man.
So that's the only reason I'm gonna vote for Hillary. I want Bill to be the first lady.
That's kind of my thinking at this point. I mean, can't do a whole lot worse.
Wonder
Who
what
we
kind
up
of
against?
what kind of
Trump?
side project would they give him? Because you know the first ladies, they always have some kind of fucking thing that they do on the side.
The anti-drug campaign.
Yeah.
He never inhaled. He didn't like it then. He don't like it now.
Oh, I'm sure he likes it now.
I'm sure he loves that shit now.
He loved it before. He just had to not like it for 4 or however long he was in office,
8.
or 7.5, 8, whatever.
He was impeached, but he wasn't actually thrown out of office.
Monica Lewinsky didn't inhale either.
Yeah, she didn't swallow either. That was her fucking
I was gonna say
problem.
that's the problem. Yeah, it could have all been resolved.
Why leave a trace, man?
That was a pretty fucking evil laugh, dude.
There was a comedian talking about that though. He's like, you can never imagine how famous the president is. He's like, can you imagine being so famous that somebody can suck your dick and then they're famous? Say, hey baby, suck my dick. There's a future in it.
Your kids now have scholarships. You're welcome. First of all, you're welcome. That's become like my favorite line ever since I've seen Bad Words, man. First of all, you're welcome. Did we watch that together? Have you seen that yet?
I'm glad you watched that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen that or not.
Oh man, it's Jason Bateman. He enters the spelling bee for kids.
Write it.
Okay, no, I haven't seen that. Though.
Oh, it's good, dude. It's so good.
It is funny. Yeah.
He's sitting next to this chubby kid, man. That kid's like, "Why are you up here?" And he's like, "Your chair called me. It's screaming for help. Can't you hear it? Help me." Oh, dude, it's raunchy, man. He takes this fucking little kid out to fucking go see a hooker to fucking. She flashes him or whatever, and she takes off, and he's like, "You want to go get ice cream now?" He's like, "Screw the ice cream. How much to touch him?" He's like, "I don't know. Let's go find out." They start chasing her down the street and shit.
See, now my question is, in reality, what does that do to a kid like that? You know, like, where are the parents? Like,
Where?
I mean,
Well, in that
there's
case,
got to be a line drawn. You know what I mean?
in that case, spoiler alert: his parents were setting him up. You know, they told him. That really happened twice.
There's no longer a microphone that you can use.
So you done fucked them all up.
Yeah, I told you I'd be dropping shit all night. In that case, his parents told him to go out with that kid. He had horrible parents. Like, that was Bad Words / bad parents.
Parents.
Yeah, it's a buddy comedy. Yeah.
Started on the plane.
It's, yeah.
I'm talking.
If you don't turn around and point that curry sucker that way, I'm gonna tell the pilot your bag's ticking. Then you're gonna have a situation.
I'm talking in reality, real life. These kids that are in these movies with these actors.
It doesn't work that way. Like you realize you don't ever see them in the same shot, right? It shows the kid and then it shows the chick. It's
I know what you're getting at. I don't buy it.
You're saying the kid still knows that in the script he's seeing boobs.
Okay,
there may be scenes that are edited out. You know, he's there, but he's not there.
Well, it's not that it's edited, it's how it's directed. You know what I mean? It's just shot, the kid's just standing there reading a set of lines for 10 pages. And then they do that a couple times, and then they do the chick showing her tits. So the kid never has that interaction.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
They do
Yeah.
a couple shots where they're all in the same scene, but yeah.
But it's not actually... Yeah, there in that scene, but when she busts out the tits, it's just the kid and her. I mean, sure, like I...
It's not even that far. I'm talking
the
about
language and everything.
The language and the shit
I
that you're
mean-
giving. These kids are 10 years old and you're like talking about fucking smoking weed.
That's gonna, a lot of that's gonna be legit, and you look at a lot of the child stars that turned into.
I mean, yeah, it's Hollywood, man. At least he's not
Not even
fucking...
that, just fucking crazy drug addict.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, man.
that's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah.
all right, but look at us. How crazy were we and fucking teenagers? And then imagine we got millions of dollars on top of
Oh,
that.
you're absolutely right. You're right. Well,
I'd be in trouble. At least me personally, if
Yeah,
I would have
you
had $1 million when I was
I
that
couldn't even
that
get
young.
the freedom of going to college. Like,
Dude, I was working
Yeah,
minimum
me,
wage and still
I
getting
didn't have
fucked up
mom
every
telling me
day.
to do
And like
homework.
fucking.
Well, I mean, I guess you did it right with Macaulay Culkin. It's not doing anything different to kids now than it was when we were kids to Macaulay Culkin. They're going to get fucked up on cocaine and be like Lindsay Lohan.
You know what did it for Macaulay Culkin? Fucking being in The Good Son.
It's that fucking Elijah
when he was
Wood
that
movie.
fucked up little kid that fucking tries to kill his little sister and shit.
Yeah.
it does play a lot on the parents because they have to sign that waiver to let their kid be in that movie. You got some money hungry parents that fucking want to.
yeah.
Then-
Greedy motherfuckers. Fuck, it's just my kid.
I mean, like, seriously, look at the big families. Look at how much ridicule the fucking Jackson gets, the father of the Jackson 5.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much ridicule the parents of the Olsen twins get.
Well, I hear he was a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Jackson's
course.
dad.
I believe his was righteous. I've never heard anything about the Olsen twins. I'm pretty sure they're just sluts.
Their parents were all fucked up too.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much threw them into spotlight.
Well, yeah. I mean, they did do that. Yeah.
I mean, I know a girl from Minster. She's 2 years younger than me, I think. That was in a movie called Blue Car. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it or seen it. It was kind of a B-list movie.
I don't
But
think
she
so.
was like 4 or 5 years old, but the main like child in the movie, and never saw a dime of this shit. Minster, Ohio. Like, there's money hungry parents out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Kids do
Yep.
Anything.
Yeah, well, then, I mean, you take it into nature versus nurture, too. You know, sure, their parents, put them into it, but was it the environment and the people they were around, the directors, you know what I mean? They watched them, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people blame public schooling. Who do you blame? You know what I mean? You didn't have mom there anymore, but was it your mom pushing you so much that got you to do the partying you did at the same time? That got you to want to break out? You know what I mean? It kind of goes hand in, nature versus nurture. That's a very basic psychological thing right
I
there.
didn't fail out. I partied out.
See, Sure, you flunked, but yeah, it wasn't because you flunked. It was because, you went broke, yeah.
I actually still did pretty well at school, as much smoking and shit as I did. Like, I would have expected it to be a lot worse, but I ended up, I think in high school, I think I ended up with probably like about C average, and then when I went to the JVS, I think I ended up graduating there with honors.
Yeah.
Yeah, my GPA shot up.
Oh,
When I
yeah.
went to fucking-
My
Dude, my
GPA
senior year, once I finally got the work release thing, I only had to go to school for the first 2 periods. So I go to school from 8:40 until 10 o'clock, and then I would go to work.
Yep, I was in the same. I was in the same program. I did the same thing.
Yeah, because my chef Graham was cool, because he ended up he pretty much told me and signed off a paper that I didn't have to go to my related class because that would have been the first 3 periods. He's like, I pretty much know whatever I'm going to tell most of the people, so you can just not even have to take it. It's like, all right, cool.
Slack off my whole senior year, yes please.
Right?
That's what I came to this school to do anyways.
No doubt.
And dude, senior year went by so fast. Like, it seemed each year in high school went by faster than the last one.
Hell, that's how it is now.
But actually, I was watching a podcast on that. The Joe Rogan, they were talking about, you know, how it seems like years go by faster and faster. It's because when you were younger, you only had, you know, 10 years of experience. So, you know, your whole life was up over 10 years. When now you're 30, you've lived so much longer that the years are actually considered shorter to you because you've been through so many more and had more recollection of past years and shit.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, that's why it seems like it goes faster.
Yeah, because it does. It does seem like I notice it way more now. The changing of the seasons, what I did last year, you know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, I feel that coming on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting old, man.
It doesn't seem that long ago that I felt like I was saying, it's 2015, this is my year.
But let's not say that again. I said that 2015 too.
Said, shit, where'd it go? It was my year. Where'd it go?
2016 is my year, which I'll follow up in 2017, and then I'll follow those promises in 2018.
I ain't following no promises, but this year's my bitch. Period. That ain't a promise, it's a fact.
Here's that.
Yeah, sure, I'll drink to that.
I need one of them.
I need one now too. Thanks, sir.
There's a half one down there. Next one over.
I asked in it. Apparently.
Ooh.
I don't know how long it's been sitting there either. That was a good eye, though. Party foul. I'll catch that one up on the next one.
You were talking about Ashley Olsen, and that was making me think of Half Baked. You remember when they were at the NA meeting, and Dave Chappelle's up there talking about how he's addicted to weed and shit, and then was it Dave Saget or
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. He stands up, he's like, "Weed's not a drug." He's like, "I suck dick for coke." He's like, "Have you ever sucked dick for marijuana?" I said, "No, I don't think I have." Boo this.
Alright, where are we at on the topic board?
On TV shows and on Full House, we have all seen Fuller House, right? Speaking of the Olsen twins.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard that it was coming out, and I haven't actually checked it out yet, though.
I saw the teaser and I saw photos. They're redoing Full House as Fuller House. It's DJ, and they've got all of them except for the Olsen twins. That's the only Tanner not returning. It's got Kimmy's kid and DJ's kid in it. It's about their kids, and yep, they're still. It appears they're growing up in the same house. It's got them all sitting on the couch. It's the same set. It's all the same. Rebecca, Uncle Jesse, Joey, Dad, Bob Saget, DJ Stephanie, and then yep, everybody but Michelle.
The Olsen twins probably can't stand up that
Fuller
long
House.
without passing out from lack of
Make
energy.
an appearance? Kimmy?
Yeah, Kimmy. It's Kimmy and DJ's kid.
Yeah, the show's pretty much
Not their
main
kid
ones,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, they're separate kids. She's still the
That's
neighbor
like a weird
bitch.
turn in that.
Sorry. Yeah, no. They're not. Well,
I was gonna say, if that was the
Well,
case, I might check it out a lot
as-
sooner than I would.
as far as I know, like, I don't know that it did say Kimmy and DJ's kid. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm assuming
There was that weird night in college, you know.
DJ's still with Aladdin. Whatever his name was.
Aladdin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the voice of Aladdin.
Yeah, he does the voice of Aladdin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah, the guy that he was. Yeah.
Back
It-
in the show.
Yep. Yeah, she was dating that dude for a while.
Kimmy's like weird looking now.
Check that one out.
Eat a dick is my gamer tag.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a different one.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to forget, though. You're
You know?
gonna remember that now next time you go type in a
Jay
gamer.
Clavicle.
I bet when he was going to
Is that
put it
Tony
in, like,
Romo?
is that Tony Romo? Oh
Four
no.
times.
Jay Clavicle. Yeah, like Neff said, right? He left a comment. There's more.
Eat a dick.
Is his gamer tag.
Well,
Right on.
don't send me any messages. I don't want them. I'm just saying, I don't want them. Where are we at on the topic board? We are on The Flash. Drew started The Flash, but I didn't really want to talk about The Flash. It was just to mention that Kevin Smith was fucking doing a Suicide Squad trailer the week The Flash premieres. Just another reason to geek out over The Flash. When it comes back on, you can watch it, and Kevin Smith's dropping a fucking Suicide Squad trailer. You know what I mean? Awesomeness. It's just fucking awesomeness on the CW. Why they give Supergirl and Gotham to another network is retarded. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. CW knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
Keep
they
it
had
there.
Smallville for a while too.
Smallville rocked it like a boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit's starting to get weird, dude.
That is weird.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I thought you were talking about something else. It's just starting to get weird, man.
That did throw me off topic now too. Yeah, so don't play into that.
But yeah, so when does Flash come back then?
Oh, January 29th.
29th.
Yep, that's when fucking.
Is it? I was gonna say, is it gonna be the same week as Supernatural then?
Yep,
Okay, cool.
yep, that'll all come back the same week. Walking Dead don't come back on until February. But Jeffrey Dean
I've
Morgan.
still never
dude.
even seen an episode of that show yet.
Did I tell you about Jeffrey Dean Morgan being on it?
I think you had mentioned it.
Oh man, talk about great casting, dude.
You haven't even watched an episode of Walking Dead?
No,
I've been thinking about
I
it.
didn't get it done till.
I've heard season 2 sucks. Like I heard 1's good, then 2's kind of slow, and then after that it picks back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to. I just have like a big list of shows to start watching that I don't even know where to start watching. I just really got down on the Flash because I knew that just to be able to talk about it with everybody, and then once I started watching, I got hooked on it real quick.
Yeah, season 2's where it's at as far as Walking Dead goes.
Because I had seen like 1 or 2 episodes that was just like with you guys before, and then we finally watched the pilot episode to get me caught up from the beginning, and then that's when I got hooked on it. Really.
Yep.
On that hard drive, Fargo and Fear the Walking Dead are on there.
Yes, Fear of the Walking Dead. I do need to check that out too.
It's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, all season 1 episode. Yeah, I know. That's the fucking cool thing about AMC, man. They're real good about doing fucking 6 episode seasons for the first season. I'm gonna be here though.
And
There
it
it is.
ends like so smart. Like, why in 6 seasons has The Walking Dead not out of it?
Oh, right on. That's the one thing that's bumming me out about Walking Dead right now. The first half of season 6 was so disappointing. You know what I mean? There's so many, like, you're still watching the same series of events, you know, from like the same day. You know, I get it, man.
Yeah.
It's a busy day. But fuck, dude. Like, is your whole season going to take this time span of that one day with flashback episodes?
Like, people's
Oh, isn't that how they did
obviously
24?
growing longer.
Wasn't
Yes.
24 like
Yes, but that
1
was
hour
the
each
gimmick for the
well,
show.
that's
Yes,
true,
each
yeah.
episode was an hour for 24 episodes. Yep. So you
those-
knew you
yeah,
had
like the entire
24.
season?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was an hour of the day. So yeah, that made
Okay,
sense.
but yeah, that was the gimmick part of it too.
And then you'll watch an episode and it'll be a flashback episode. You know what I mean? It won't take place in the same day. It'll be about characters of the same day. You just don't know what's happened to them and shit. They've been gone since season 1. You know, they're just now making a reappearance, and there's a flashback episode that takes place to where they are in the middle of this day. It's not that it's
like the day took the whole season. Like Rick Grimes has 2 weeks of beard growth in that one day.
Yes. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. So Jeffrey Dean Morgan's the one thing. I heard that Fear the Walking Dead wasn't very good either. Actually, Scotty's been preaching it for a while, is why I want to check it out so
The way
bad.
it ended is brilliant.
That's what owns it.
Like, it almost, just as a human, to think if the zombie apocalypse happened, duh. Why would you
Right.
not? Yeah, and I don't want to ruin it. So.
Right. And yeah, I still stand by Saw. You know, nobody likes Saws because they went on for so long. And I'm just like,
they
Saw
drag 'em out.
1, man.
Yeah,
Saw
great
1.
movie.
That
Great movie.
ending is, I mean, period. And then Saw 2 carried the same way. And then, okay, you got the other 5. Yeah, all right.
Even
fine.
Saw 4 was good.
And yeah, I
Because
mean,
it
they're not
tied in
bad.
really well.
Yeah.
And then it started getting more and more far.
You get your other characters, and you have more subplots. But your first 2 are so that jaw-dropping ending is really where it's at, man. Fucking, you never see that shit coming.
See,
And I'll still stand by them.
I kind of think of those movies like the Final Destination movies. Like, they'd gone on for so long, but you still want to watch them just because they put so much time and shit into the death scenes.
Oh, right.
And just the building up to it and all that. Like,
See,
that's
yeah.
probably the main reason, like, at least for me, whenever I watch the Final Destination ones, just because, you know, they always had put in so much time and made some fucking sweet-ass death scenes and shit.
Yeah. I've never seen after the first one. I've seen the first one.
Oh.
That was it.
I think I've seen... Yeah, I think there's probably like 5 or 6 of them, I think I've seen.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of them.
Yeah. But yeah, then as far as Saul goes, the worst one for me was still when that dude picked that chick up and threw her in the fucking pit of needles.
Oh,
Yes.
Like, all the other scenes I could watch and be pretty good, but as soon as he did that, I was like, I could feel it. It was like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And then just fucking
Oh,
digging
and she
through it,
gets
trying
it,
to find
too.
that key, yeah.
Oh man, we were watching Dude's House earlier, watching these like best horror movie.
Oh,
Clips
yeah.
or whatever
It was
they
like
were.
top 10 YouTube video, like top 10 whatever site was doing it.
Like
but-
different, it was all horror movies, but it was like different topics about horror movies, like different horror
Best-
movie weapons,
Yeah.
best character, you know.
Okay, yeah,
The
yeah.
Opening scene.
They were talking about like the best murder scene, I think, like the best actual weapons or whatever. And the one that stuck out in my head was Freddy Krueger when he gets that girl, or it might be a guy, on the hospital bed, and he's using their tendons.
Oh, and it was a puppet. He's a puppeteer, yes.
Every time I love the Freddy movies.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see that one, like that's the one part that makes me cringe. It's like, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the hospital. I think that's the one where they like learn they can control their dreams and shit a little. You know what I mean? Because you can. You know, we've all had them dreams. You know, where you can actually like you realize you're dreaming. You know what I mean? And you can kind of move yourself and shit. Yes, thank you. Yep. Yeah.
Leo taught us all about it.
Yeah. Speaking of countdowns, the end of that movie. Okay. Do what?
Came out today. The Revenant.
Oh, did it? Oh man. Yeah. Yep. This is my weekend for my first view of Star Wars for sure. I want to see Star Wars this weekend.
The dude's house we were at earlier, they were leaving to go see that right when we left.
Ah, man. It's killing me, dude. I've watched the first 5. I need to watch the 6th one still, but I've even been watching them pregame, and I've got Isley amped, and she's not even going to see it. Do what?
I didn't even watch episode. I watched 4 and 5. And I don't think I watched 6.
Oh, love them, man.
3. Whatever.
See, everybody gives the first 3 so much fucking shit.
No, I'm talking
But
like the way he wanted them to be in order, not the original 3.
right. Yeah, the way he wanted them to be in order. Yep. Everybody gives the first 3. No, not the OG 3. The OG, they're like the Bible of Star Wars. Well, I'm hearing a lot of good shit about this new one. Yeah, a lot of good shit about this new one. But the first 3, yes, in the continuity of the storyline, everybody gives them so much shit for Jar Jar and that kid's shitty acting. But it's okay. Jar Jar was set up to fail. Like, he was only put in the story to stand in front of the Republic and give Senator Palpatine control while she was away. He was made to be hated. And so was Anakin. Anakin was wrote to be that whiny little bitch kid that you hated. Because that's all he wanted, you know what I mean? Was everything a little fucking teenager whiny kid does, you know? It was how it was wrote, man. It was. That's who he was. Because he couldn't be cool his whole life. That's what everybody wanted. Everybody wanted him to be a badass his whole life. But that's not how it plays out, man. Everybody's got their roots. Everybody goes through that. And if you read it into it that way, go into it hating Jar Jar and fucking that kid already. Don't go into it with preemptive admissions that these characters are all going to be cool. The Big Bang Theory. The new one.
Great show.
Right? Yeah, I'll drink to that too. Right?
I'll take one of them.
Oh shit, Ben's been posting. I missed it. Temporary loop. 10 unique movies is good. Okay. Yep. I missed that already in that old conversation, Ben. My bad.
That's what we were watching. Watch Mojo.
Oh, that's what you were.
okay.
Oh, very good.
That we were watching.
Nope. Okay. Way to keep up.
Unique horror movie kills. We didn't watch that one, but hey, good shout out, man.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking unique more.
Yeah.
You know
What
what,
was
Ben?
it, like
You do win
Jason?
the $20 card.
What was it, like Jason in Space or something?
Coolest family.
When Jason fucking kills that one girl by fucking beating her to death with the girl in the sleeping bag.
Yes!
That
Yeah!
was awesome.
There's only one other one as far as Jason kills. Jason X. He dips that bitch's head in the liquid nitrogen.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
smashes it on the
I
camera.
remember.
Yes.
I forgot all about that until you just said it.
Okay. They do it twice in Jason. There's one where he actually kills the chick. And then in Jason X, he walks into that simulator and he's bashing the one chick against the other chick and you can hear him giggling. Because it's, they don't know no better, it's a simulator and shit. Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
Come to destination. Temporal loop.
Your big words are.
I think you're going to have to elaborate a little bit more for us on that
Temporal
one.
All of the destination movies. All of them? They all loop around each other?
So do the
I know,
Pixar
now that you say that, I know the first
Well,
couple, the first 2 or 3 did at least. After that, I don't know how it went.
Okay. The Pixar movies kind of all take place in kind of the same continuity of world. Not really the same thing. Like, the Breaking Bad had the spinoff about the lawyer. That's a direct continuity of the story.
Have you heard?
Thank you.
One of the best characters
In that, well, sure, he's got his own fucking
And
spinoff.
he's a great character in Fargo. Once you get into it more, I don't know if you noticed it.
Wait,
Fargo.
Saul or the actor?
The actor.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know who that is.
I don't know if you noticed him in Fargo.
I've never seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know who Saul is. To have noticed him in Fargo.
As I say, that's another show on my list.
The chief, like the one cop was like, "Chief, you got a call." Then he stood in his doorway the whole time he had the call.
The chick?
No, that was like his little sidekick. It
Okay.
was a different officer. He had seniority, but he was kind of a dumbass.
Oh, I know. I don't
Chief,
remember
you
for
got a
sure.
call on line 2 or whatever, and he stood in his doorway the whole time he took the call. That was like the only part he was in episode 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
But
Yes, all of the Final Destination movies are a temporal loop.
Okay.
Fact
We can-
or according to you, Ben?
speaking of shit that's linked together, have you guys heard the Disney theory?
No.
Depends on what Disney theory you're talking about. I know there's a couple of
Okay.
Disney theories.
Like our conspiracy theorists have a Disney
I
theory.
haven't seen
Awesome.
Frozen,
Love
but
it.
It links in with Frozen. Okay, let me
Yeah, I was
think of how
seeing the
this goes.
fuck out of Frozen. I'll tell you all about Frozen. I got the graphic novel of Frozen. I think you bought it for my kids.
Did her parents leave?
Oh, that all of their parents are dead.
No, okay, no.
Is it something
the
that
Frozen, what happened to her parents?
Elsa and Anna's parents? I'm pretty. Yeah, I know, right?
No. Like,
Hold on.
it gets crazy. Like, it ties into our childhood movies.
I don't remember for sure.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they left on a ship to attend. Oh, whose wedding? What is it? One of the Disney princesses' weddings. They left to attend it. I can't remember whose it was, but their ship crashed. And they say that in Frozen. Their ship crashed.
Okay.
It's the same shipwreck that Ariel in The Little Mermaid discovers.
Okay.
And the ship, like, they don't say that the ship wrecked and they died. The ship wrecked and they were stranded on an island and gave birth to Tarzan. Seriously, like,
I'm listening. Oh no, keep going. Oh no, I'm fuck. I got two kids, man. I'm all Disney right now. All right, I'm with it.
Tarzan is Elsa and what's the other one's?
Anna.
Brother.
I ain't even picking it up.
It's their brother. Tarzan is like same parents.
Okay.
They tied that all together. I forget whose wedding they were on their way to.
Rapunzel and Flynn.
Well, there you go.
I don't know that I remember the one where the chick gets sucked into space.
They were on their way to Rapunzel's wedding.
Okay. Man, I was waiting on to tie into Aladdin. Aladdin's the best one anyway.
Oh, that was fucking countries away.
Well,
How'd that tie in?
the lamp was there on the boat. When it wrecked, it got washed on the shore
That doesn't make sense to me.
in Arabia.
But isn't it kind of weird how most of their fucking parents are dead?
No, wait
Most
a
of
minute.
Disney
That's
parents are
yeah.
dead.
That's where I thought this was
Beauty
going.
and the Beast tied into it.
Oh, then they were going to the wedding of Beauty.
Yeah. But the only flaw in it was that, like, they never say where Beauty and the Beast takes place, but the scenery of when dude...
Say it's in France, ain't it? Because they're
They're saying, like, roughly like that.
bonjour and shit in the beginning.
Yeah, like that kind of area. And then Frozen took place in, like, a frozen country.
Well, I mean, that's good. That's
Iceland.
for it.
There you go. So, isn't Greenland frozen? Or no, Iceland's green?
Yeah. From what I understand.
Anyhow.
I just remember
So if
that
their
from
ship-
fucking the Mighty Ducks. That's the only way I remember.
If their ship was going from there
That's awesome.
to France, there's no way they could have crashed on a tropical island. Where the gorillas were. There's no gorillas in the islands in Europe.
Well, Wizard of Oz isn't a Disney movie, is it? Is it?
Was there?
I think that was around
If
before
the tornado
Disney.
picked up the ship, the tornado.
Podcast records a drunk
I
argument
think he's having a stroke.
about Disney movies.
We went from conspiracy theories about space and about the Twin Towers to Disney conspiracy theories. Enough said.
Wizard of Oz, that's Dreamland.
What?
Wasn't Disney like a fucking Nazi sympathizer or something like that?
Yeah, that dude was all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of them
Family Guy
died.
episode just portrays it best, where they unthaw him and they're like, "Welcome back, Mr. Disney," and he's like, "Are the Jews gone?"
Like, no, put me back.
No, put me back. Oh my god, an hour and a half? Who's gonna watch this for this long? We're not as funny as we think, guys.
I don't know, man.
Well, besides Ben. Thanks, Ben. You've been loyal.
Like a boss.
Who made what decision?
Bad decision.
What's on the topic board?
We're transitioning. You guys transitioned me right into my topics and didn't even try. So here we are in the movies. I didn't have anything with as much. Actually, as far as movies went, honorable mention, Star Wars destroys the box office. Destroys it like a boss. Because that's what Star Wars does. It fucks shit up. Whether it's good or bad, it don't matter. It's what it does.
I was worried.
Motherfuck.
I was worried.
No, Mom, I didn't watch my mouth. My mom watched this, the last one. She told me to watch my mouth.
Hi, Rhonda.
No, she's not watching now. She watched episode 1, the one you didn't watch or make it to.
Oh.
Eep.
We were going to do the one the next day, but we decided against it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Ben, according to the Mighty Ducks, Greenland's icy, Iceland's grainy. These are the Vikings.
And nobody argues with Emilio Estevez.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Billy the Kid, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's fact. I'm pretty sure.
And he survived in Maximum
I'm pretty sure I
Overdrive,
learned that
too.
first from my
Yeah,
first grade
no doubt.
teacher.
Why
Or
would Mighty Ducks
geography
make that up?
teacher or something like
Why would Mighty Ducks make that up?
that. Why would Emilio lie to us? Emilio!
Hey, Billy!
The one Sheen we can trust.
That's because he changed his name. He knew better. Like, fuck this.
My brother's going to fuck shit up.
Like a boss.
He was winning all the way up until he wasn't. He lost.
Let's see what else I got.
And that's not Tiger Blood either.
Oh man, I had this weird thing in tech. We kind of covered TVs last week. They're coming out with this new micro dot TV. It's the screen's got little dots all over it to make the resolution better. You know what I mean?
4K.
Yes, yes. And that was kind of my rant. Was like we're at 3D, 4K, micro dot. You know what I mean? Where does it end? And I got my Game Informer this week, right, or this month, and it's all about virtual reality gaming. So where do we go with gaming? Because it sounds great, right? Well, that's where we all want it to go, is virtual reality. But then I thought a little harder about it. It did
No,
for a
but I
second.
am tired.
And then I drank a beer. But, okay, you put in Call of Duty. And you're going to play Call of Duty virtual reality.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Now play fucking, well, not just ouch, but even you're running, you know what I mean? You're running, you're ducking, you're dodging, you're moving, you know what I mean? How fun is that? Really, at the end of the day.
You know what? It'd be a lot more fun for me with that than it is now. Getting torn up by these little 15-year-old kids that I know probably ain't left their couch in a year.
Yeah, them kids are
if
still
I-
going to be better than you, homie.
No, if they're running around and ducking around corners, I got them.
Yeah, those little fuckers are clumsy. Come on now.
In the back of the throat.
No, they put that
So I'll be
cheat code in
murking
there.
them little fuckers. Come on.
No, they got cheat codes in there, man. They're still more advanced. They're still playing
It's younger
80
generations,
hours
man.
while you're at work.
They're born now to already know how to use technology. You know what I mean? It's
Almost, yep.
already
It's
fucking starting to evolve.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my 12-year-old brother got a cell phone for Christmas.
Right? Exactly, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Who the
I
fuck
think
does he
it's
need
awesome.
to
Don't get me
call?
wrong.
Right.
I think it's cool to an extent. You know, but I mean, even your daughters.
My kids are tech savvy.
Right.
Tech savvy,
The
dude.
youngest kids I've ever seen.
They're real tech savvy, yep.
Benjamin has a...
Horror games, worst decision ever.
I can't read it. What's it say?
Virtual reality gaming plus horror games.
You know what? I think virtual
Worst
reality
decision
is
ever.
the future of porn. Why not?
Oh, dude,
People are
yeah.
so desperate.
Like Demolition Man? Have you seen Sylvester Stallone and Wesley
I've
Snipes?
seen Demolition Man. Yeah, I don't know what part you're talking about. Though you have to refresh me a little bit.
They in the future when they have sex, Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone goes. They have to put helmets on.
Yeah, okay.
Sylvester Stallone like throws it off. He's like, "What is this?" And Sandra Bullock's like, "This is how we do it." You know what I mean? This is how we have. That's cool to her. They go to Taco Bell and it's like a 5star restaurant, dude. They get
Every
they get a
restaurant's
plate.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Taco Bell is the only restaurant that survives.
Yeah.
Everything's Taco Bell.
They get in a car accident and like fucking styrofoam blows up all over the car. It's not airbags. It like puffs you into a styrofoam ball and you punch it out and shit. It's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Demolition Man is the shit.
He goes to take his shit and they give him like 3 clams or something like that. He's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And then he gets fined for cursing. Every time he cusses, he keeps getting another fine.
Oh yeah, Demolition Man is that's
forgot about
classic.
that.
Real
Is-
classic.
Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Have you guys ever seen Equilibrium?
No, but it
think I've
sounds
seen that one.
I
familiar.
want to say it's Keanu Reeves. It's the main guy in it.
I don't know.
It's one of them conspiracy movies. It's like futuristic, based on they take this medicine every morning when they wake up. Like all of society, everybody does. They have to take this shot. They're required by law to take this shot.
It's gonna come to that someday.
That gives you no emotions, and that was their cure or their problem solving for war.
The Giver.
No, it's not the Giver.
It's almost the Giver. I mean, right? Isn't that the same? Isn't that the concept I got from the Giver?
No.
Okay.
I've seen the Giver too. They're
Okay.
they're two completely different things.
I read that book, and I must not have read that book very
I
well.
didn't read the book. I saw the movie. But anyway, go ahead.
But yeah,
They take the shot.
They're supposed to. It's supposed to give them to where they don't have any emotions, and everybody just walks around dead all the time. And this Keanu Reeves. It is Keanu Reeves. He goes rogue and then stops taking his dose every
I
day.
feel like I have seen that.
And it's like a euphoria to him. They've grown up that way. It's just humans have evolved so far that he stops taking this, and it's like him getting fucked up on acid.
Yeah.
As he's like experiencing life, seeing colors, and it's a really good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Pretty good.
So no, yeah, it is the Giver though. They almost the whole world is different, but they wake up and they take a shot every day that suppresses their shit. They see black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and it suppresses their
Yeah, I
emotions.
guess you're right. Yeah.
Yep.
It is kinda like
And then that kid quits taking his shots and shit. You know what I mean? He starts seeing that, and then it goes way more like he runs to the edge of the weird world that they live in that helps. It gets way more in depth.
Man, I need to pay more attention when I read books.
That was the movie, like I said. I don't know how accurate it was.
But then again, I claim that Hatchet is my favorite book, and I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Oh, I'll tell you all about Hatchet.
I own it.
Oh,
I just
Hatchet's
read
the
it last
shit,
year,
dude.
and-
The kid fucking.
I know. He
In one eye
carves
out
out
the
of the
other.
tree and lives in it.
The tree's kind of already hollowed
That's about all I
out.
can
It's a
tell
give
you.
and take, but he
Then
crashes.
He burns it a little bit, right? Starts fire in it to hollow it out more.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, he crashes though on a sailboat.
has
He's a
is
rich
hatchet.
kid. Yep, and all he has is his hatchet. And fucking he gets out and fucking he makes a house in a tree. And he lives in that tree. He lives there for years, dude. Like he builds a spice rack. He figures out how to cook. He figures out how to hunt. Like there's
I
the
do
like
remember he had a deerskin pelt as a front door.
yep. There's like 10 pages about him fishing. Man, because he makes a fucking sharp stick and he ties it to the end of this fucking, or he makes a sharp stone and he ties it to the end of the stick. And he goes to fucking get fish in the clear water. But when you fucking jab a stick straight in, like, it angles. Yeah, so the fish is angled. So he's got to change his trajectory and shit. So there's like 10 pages on him, like, not getting it.
There's
And-
a technique, an in-depth
Yes.
technique to
Yep.
spearfishing.
And finally, it's like an ultimate survival guide if the kid actually lived it and he really had to do it. Hatchet's the shit, man. Highly recommend fucking Hatchet, dude.
I've never read it. I might have to read it.
Oh,
I
it's
highly
yes.
recommend Gary Paulson. Period.
Yep, no doubt. Gary Paulson, drink to that. Last drink. 1:44. It's been an hour since our last break. Time for a break.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Time for another break. We'll be back
shortly.
to our
Love you, followers.
2 other people. Yeah, hit that like, follow, and subscribe button.
Might win some money.
You will win
I
some
heard
money.
Cody will suck your dick.
Oh, that's gonna be on YouTube forever.
No shit, man. Just call the motherfucker out.
I think that's the best way to go to break.
Was that too far? Did I cross the line?
Hey, my mic's on.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people watching this podcast be like, you guys.
Thanks, guys, and welcome back. We all turned on.
Yep, I should be back now.
Good. We're undecided.
Is that yours?
No. Maybe. Is it not yours? Then we'll say yes. I guess I have two up. You thought you were out?
Yeah.
Well, I got a full one right here.
Oh, there's an uncracked one.
I don't see why I had two. There's a full one there and there's one. No, he said he had one empty. It don't matter that much. I mean, I'll drink the motherfucker. I mean, if it,
And we're back.
So we're wrapping it up on the sports note. Football.
Season's almost over, man. It's depressing.
Well, the regular season is over. You know what I mean? Technically, season's over, man. Football, regular season, done. Playoffs, the grind. This is where we're at. It's time to separate the men from the boys. Right?
You're the only thing with anyone, or you're the only one with anything invested in this one. You're the only one that's got a team, man.
I'm the only, no doubt, yeah.
My team's on the clock.
He's like, I'm like, time to separate the men from the boys. And you guys are like, we didn't even make it.
We didn't have a chance.
My bad.
The only thing we can hang our hat on is that we had the number one rush offense in the NFL this year. So, go Buffalo.
Hell yeah.
We led in like 5 rushing categories. Well,
Hell
led
yeah.
or tied, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, well, we got number one pick.
That's very true. You guys did even better than last year.
We were-
Last year you had number 2, didn't you?
Yep. We were 30th in a lot of things.
I'll tell you that Mariota did look good on the road, though.
I think he's got what it takes to be a franchise quarterback, but
He does look pretty good.
we gotta put some pieces around him. He needs a line. He got sacked a lot and got injured because of it twice.
On that note, I'm glad to see Jameis Winston doing good though, just because he was from Florida State. So I'm just kind of happy.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's a winner. He's a leader.
I was gonna say, yeah, from the moment he stepped on Florida
He
State,
is.
dude, he fucking took charge of that team. I remember watching, like, I think it was his first start, dude, and he was in the locker room and he was fucking acting like he was the senior on the team, fucking.
Oh
getting
yeah,
everybody
his
pumped
leadership's
up.
insane. But from his freshman year in college to now, I've seen him personally put on 60 pounds, and I think it's just in his genes. Like I think he's gonna outgrow the position.
He could.
Seriously, he's the size of a lineman.
You remember?
You're getting close.
This was probably quite a few years ago, but the quarterback for Kentucky a long time ago, I think it was like.
Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah, Lorenzen. That was a big. He looked like a fucking lineman back there.
Yeah, he played in the NFL for a little bit.
I
Eli,
was gonna say, he actually did pretty good, even if
he was Eli Manning's backup for 5-6 years, and then I know he started for a arena football team not too long ago, and he had put on some weight since college and NFL, and
he was
I
always
heard-
the biggest quarterback I'd ever seen.
I heard when they got his weight at the beginning of the season for the official roster, he was over 300 pounds. As a quarterback, a left-handed quarterback even. Like there was no throwing motion; it was just like a big roll.
Wow.
That's when he just handed off and used him as a lineman.
Kinda, yeah. You got an extra blocker on the field, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk playoffs.
Where we at on it then?
We know who's playing who. We know who's playing who when. We know who's got the
I don't have
buys.
or actually, I think tomorrow should be the AFC games because that's Kansas City and Houston and Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. So, start with Kansas City and Houston. What do you think about that? I mean, Kansas City's won fucking 10 games in a row.
Kansas
dude.
City
They were
is
fucking 1-5.
They're on a 10-game win streak, and
almost won their division.
their defense
Wow.
is pretty legit.
Yeah, they
Houston
started their win
just
streak after losing their fucking all-star running back too. That was the biggest part. I thought they were done when they lost Jamal Charles.
Yeah. Houston I feel like they just kind of pieced together some wins in a shitty division. Their defense finished one of the best. They finished first in the league in,
I was gonna say
in
they
points.
started out cold, but yeah, they got real hot.
Yeah, they finished the last 12 weeks of the season. They finished first in the league in points allowed. But that
and what the
that
last
offense,
couple
I
times
mean,
they've been there,
they're on
beat
their
Cincinnati in
they're on their
first
fourth
round.
quarterback, second
Yeah,
and
that's
third
true.
running back.
Yeah, so pretty much it's going to be.
I don't
the
see them
Texans
putting up.
will go as far as their defense.
It's going to be a very defensive game.
Their defense
It's going to be
and
very
DeAndre
close.
Hopkins.
Yeah, which I think DeAndre Hopkins is the next big thing in the league. If he had a quarterback, I think
For
he'd
having
be
as little
the best.
options as they do and him still producing like he did. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think I gotta take the Chiefs though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Texans.
Going with the Texans.
I'm here. You're hearing the Texans here, boys.
That's a biased
Oh
opinion.
yeah, I
on
don't
the
want
Chiefs
to
part.
Chiefs tomorrow. That'd probably be a bad idea.
I'll go Chiefs.
All right. I just wanted to go for the underdog. It's kind of been my thing this season, and it ain't really worked very well for me. But I won't keep driving through because I'm committed.
Hey, this is playoffs. This is completely different.
Yeah, touche.
All right, Pittsburgh, and then the really good Bengals that can't win a playoff game, and now they don't have their starting quarterback.
And Pittsburgh's coming in
So
hot.
Go Cincinnati.
they'll either,
I gotta throw it to my brother Hooday.
if they do,
That's
win,
my
What
say.
do you think that says about Andy Dalton then? Would it still? You think he'd still get?
Well,
the
see, I
credit?
think everybody already knows Andy Dalton's good, but I think everybody knows, especially this season, that the Bengals are just a good football team.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah, they're
It ain't-
legit.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
is
Yes,
it
it's
one of
no
those situations
fluke.
where they think
Yeah.
anybody could have probably stepped into that situation and done it, or is it just going to be something that Dalton couldn't do?
You're taking into his past playoff games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In the past, okay, taking the last year into consideration, AJ Green didn't play. Tyler Eifert was out for the whole year. Tyler Eifert leads the league in touchdowns for tight ends.
Yeah.
AJ Green's top 5 receiver in the league. You have those two weapons. I get it. Dalton's not going to be there. McCarron pieced together a win last week.
But who did they play the last 2 weeks?
I think
Well,
with
they played
Dalton,
the
I think-
Ravens and 49ers.
I think with Dalton, they could win this game, but Pittsburgh's coming in so hot on you quick. Ben Roethlisberger set an NFL record this year for most passing yards per game. He didn't have the most passing yards in the season this year because he sat 5 games. But he threw for 386 yards per game this year. Shattered the old record. That's insane to me. They had the number 1 receiver, tied for number 1 in receptions, and he finished number 2 in yards, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell's out, and D'Angelo Williams isn't playing this
I
game.
was going to say, that's,
So
that's the big one right
The
there.
running game is going to be iffy, which Cincy's run defense isn't near as good as their pass defense, but that kind of plays in Cincy's favor a little bit.
Yeah, they're
but-
going with the third string running back being able to kind of maybe blitz a little bit more with your lineman and drop back
Right.
into coverage.
Exactly. I don't know, man. Pittsburgh they look tough.
Pittsburgh was probably one of the scariest teams going into, like, when it was coming down to that race at the end. That's what I was thinking.
That's the biggest thing,
But,
they're
yeah, D'Angelo
they
Williams is
look
gonna-
tough.
That's the big thing for
They
me.
look-
I think I'll probably have to go with Cincinnati just because D'Angelo got hurt. If they still had D'Angelo
Yeah.
Williams, I'd go with Pittsburgh all day probably.
Pittsburgh looks tough, but if the Jets had won the last game of the season, Pittsburgh wouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They go from looking like a tough playoff team to not even a playoff team with a little bit of a difference,
So if the Bengals lose, they can blame
I just-
Buffalo.
I want to see Cincinnati win.
I do too, man. I'd like to see Cincinnati take it all the way. And that's coming from Brad.
But logically, I can't. I gotta take the Steelers.
My pick's going for the Bengals. Yeah, and this one is biased. I'm going with my brother. My dream pick is fucking Bengals and the Packers in the Super Bowl, man. I never thought I'd ever be this way, man, but I'm fucking hooday.
So what do you do when it comes down to the Texans and the Bengals if that happens?
My wife is gonna be so mad at me, dude. She's gonna be mad as fuck.
Oh man, you should have seen Sunday football at my ex's house. Dad's a Bengals fan, mom's a Browns fan.
Ooh.
Both a little off their rocker.
See, man,
Show every Sunday.
I'm glad if she'd have picked the Bears or the Vikings, like, cause Krista wasn't into football for a long time. You know, she went to that game last year, and it made her a J.J. Watt fan.
Sure.
Not even so much a Texans fan.
That's kind of what we picked, so we kind of keep track of it for the next game.
Oh, we do need to fill that in. That's a good call.
3-1 majority on KC.
You need a new piece of paper? I got one of those.
Just filled in the bracket.
Look at that.
3-1 majority.
I know, right?
Alright, so I guess that would take us into the Sunday games, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start off with Packers and Washington.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
So you just going off blind faith then?
Well, yes, of course, of course. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about biased opinion.
Root for Green Bay with you, man. Yeah,
Dude.
they're looking pretty awful.
Dude, I know.
Rough, man, but Washington can't fucking keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, as far as games
It's a
go, I
cursed
think the
franchise,
Washington
man.
should be the shoe-in, I would think,
You
yeah.
know, as a Browns fan, if they made the playoffs, you know damn well they'd lose 48-0 in the first playoff. Just 'cause they're a cursed franchise. Washington, yeah, they're. No, I got Green Bay all the way in that game.
Yeah, Green Bay.
I want to go Green Bay, but they've just let me down too many times.
That's why I'm not
Especially
putting
in
money on
fantasy
them.
Football, dude. Randall Cobb and Eddie Lacy is big disappointment.
Been a disaster this year, yeah, no doubt.
And then Cousins has been playing so hot, and then not having a bye week to where he's still right in the game flow. I think he's gonna probably carry it over. I'm gonna go with Washington.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
But Green Bay takes the advantage on that one. And then so Seattle and Minnesota. I think this is going to be a really good one. And then there's been a lot of news just about how cold it's going to be too.
Yeah.
They said they're looking at right now game time temperature for that game is going to be 0 with the wind chill.
That's football.
Yeah, no doubt.
Teddy Bridgewater's a tropical people.
Bridgewater's got fucking Adrian Peterson behind him.
Who's also a tropical people.
And he's also Adrian fucking Peterson.
Yeah.
He's like 6'2", fucking 20 probably.
If they can get the run game going, that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
But Seattle's run defense is stout.
I think it's going to come more to trying to get the deep ball because Minnesota's got some fast wide receivers with
I don't
Diggs
know.
and Jarius Wright.
But you got to think Teddy Bridgewater's first playoff games,
Oh yeah, I know.
Against
it's
that-
going to be difficult.
that Seattle defense with all the hype coming into it,
The best thing for him though is it's in Minnesota. It's not.
if they can't get that run game going, I could see him throwing 4 interceptions. I don't know. I got to take Seattle there. They're looking tough coming into the. Russell Wilson just looks. He's on fire. I mean,
I'm going with Minnesota at home in this one.
I'm
They got a
going
pretty good
Vikings.
defense. They just got some.
Yep.
They just got what Anthony
Seahawks,
Barr
man.
and a couple other players back too.
I don't even want to go fucking Minnesota, dude, but I'm going Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota
well,
on this
split
one.
on that one.
Yep.
What we do there?
Ride them both.
Yeah, let's say just do a split.
I'll remember my votes.
Yeah.
I'm about positive. It's only a week away, and yeah, I know what my picks will be.
All right, back to the AFC. The majority was Cincy, Kansas City.
Yeah. I think
Oh, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
we're doing the whole bracket.
You got predicted now.
Oh, okay.
So well then, so Kansas City was the lowest seed, so that would put them against the Broncos. You put Cincinnati against New England.
Oh man, that's the game, dude. Right there, that's your game.
Yeah, that's going to be in New England.
Yep, that's your game right there.
The only good thing for Cincinnati in that one is that they'll probably have Dalton back by that time, and the Patriots are still not going to have White. Blunt was hurt too, so they're
Blunt's
down
out
to,
for the year.
yeah, they're down to Bolden and who is their other running back? James White.
No, White's out.
I thought that was Dion Lewis.
Deion Lewis is out for the year. Yeah.
White.
White.
So they're on like 4th and 5th string
White.
running back.
Yeah, they signed
Wow.
Steven Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, White. Well, I don't think he was ruled out, but he left the last game. And Tom Brady limped off the field and limped out of the press conference.
Yeah. But he didn't. They did have the bye week
Getting
too.
old.
I hope he limps his way right out of his career.
He's getting old.
Yeah, he can limp home
We got planned
forever.
twice a year, every year.
I wouldn't mind. Oh, believe me, I lived through the Peyton Manning Colts era. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun to see them win the
Well,
division
remember
for
the
12
Colts.
years in a
Remember
row.
the Colts used to be in our division too.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
Colts got switched out when they went to the
When
four
the
division
Texans
from
came
three.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. We were just talking about that the other day. and
Yep.
I couldn't remember where the Colts came from.
Yep. The
Yeah,
AFC East.
because Tennessee was in the Browns division.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Jacksonville was in the NFC. I
Oh.
can't remember where though.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think with the Falcons division, New Orleans and shit. I can't remember.
Yeah. I don't even
This is
remember.
live. Don't hold me to that.
All right. So yeah, New England, Cincinnati. Who do you think's gonna win that one then?
Cincy, you got my bias vote. I got to.
If you want my vote.
Yep.
Yeah, I want Cincy. to win.
Cincy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now.
As I
Who
say, as
dey?
much as I hate New England, I can't vote against them. Right? I don't know.
It,
Tom Brady,
they always
Tom
pull it
Brady in
out
the Super
somehow.
Bowl, man. Tom Brady in the Super Bowl has been there. You know.
I'd love to be wrong on this one, but yeah, I'm picking New England. I hope I'm wrong.
I got Pittsburgh in that game.
you agree with Dylan then?
Yep.
Dylan's no.
Dylan, I got you. Pittsburgh over New England.
The Steelers didn't even make it that far in our bracket, but
Tom
apparently.
Brady will leave that game. He'll come in hobbling, and he'll leave dead.
Roethlisberger's gonna run out and pull a fucking Harding.
I
I
think
could just
Ryan
bash
Shazier.
Brady
Ryan
in the knee.
Shazier is going to get to his knee. Hold me to that.
If he does, more power to him. I'll send him.
Yep, I got Pittsburgh in that game.
So since he
He
wins,
already has
Yep.
Cincy.
Kansas City and Denver.
Chiefs,
Osweiler's, man.
No, Peyton's playing.
Peyton's playing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're handing it back over to Peyton.
Ah, man, I
Which
would
is
just love to
kinda-
see
yeah,
him
makes it kinda
fucking.
hard to judge.
I'd love to see him win a couple more and just leave. Just go. Just get out of here.
You're right, because now,
Get outta here.
Now he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna fuck himself. You're right. He needs to end on a good note.
Ah, my cousin's watching. Hey, Lauren.
Alright.
Oh man,
Lauren.
she hates football too. Bad time to cut in on the stream.
Yeah,
We're doing
totally
playoff
football
predictions.
till we pass out.
Until we pass out.
All right. Man, I go Kansas City. They're hot. They're hot. They intercepted Peyton quite a few times earlier in the year.
Yeah, that's true. Well, a lot of people did earlier in the year.
That's right. They did through 17 and 9 games.
I think I'm gonna go with Denver on this one. So we got one for Kansas City and one for Denver.
Yep.
Denver.
I was already on Kansas City. I thought I was the one Kansas City, but I've been shouting Kansas City the whole time.
We're split on that one.
Yep. Well, that kind of makes it hard to do the other one though.
Well, we know
Because
what.
we split it there, so we don't know. The Panthers would face the lowest seed.
Who's got a quarter?
That's a good idea. Not me.
I do. I got some kind of coin in my pocket. Quarter.
All right, Seattle's heads.
Who's the other one?
Minnesota's tails.
Seattle's heads, Minnesota's tails. Tails. Minnesota.
Wrong.
Puts them in Green Bay, the number 5 seed, plays the Panthers.
Oh, fuck. That's game number 2 outside of Bengals and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Man, I
Which
can't
one we
vote
talking
against
about
my old
first? We
team.
talking about Green Bay first?
Let's not
I'm on.
Yeah.
The,
talk about Green Bay at all in that game.
I'm on the Cam Newton.
Let's just
train
vote.
This year, man.
Let's
I am-
just vote. Let's not even have that conversation.
Cam Newton
just
is on
vote.
a mission,
Shut up.
and it is to show the true colors of his Superman hate.
I want his legs broke.
He wants to show the Superman while he's got the Green Lantern shirt on, right?
Yeah, oh, that
And
pissed me off
while
too.
his dad-
Yeah, he's gonna be discount double checked. That's what's gonna happen. Rogers.
I gotta
Rodgers
go with the
might
Panthers
be-
on that one.
Rogers is going to be discount double checking that his nuts are still there.
I feel like I need to go fucking put my fucking jersey on for this conversation.
Just need a little hammer and walk over and break the glass.
I know, right? I'm about to hold it here, the one in the case.
Just put
Post it
break
up there.
in case of emergency.
I feel like I'm
I
there.
gotta go Carolina, man. We
Shut-
got the MVP, probably the Offensive Player of the Year, and 2 candidates for the Defensive Player of the Year.
And who did it all without the number 1 wide receiver?
Been watching for a while.
Oh,
Oh.
Florida State misses him.
Oh man, so Ben left and Lauren's just watching.
Alright,
Or
so
did Lauren leave and has been
Carolina
watching?
Takes that one then.
Well, what was your pick on that one?
No.
Carolina, Green Bay.
Oh yeah, where were you at? Oh, I ain't gonna be mad at you.
That's toughy. I'd go Carolina, man.
No, I know. I would too if I wasn't a Green Bay fan.
I'd go Carolina.
Alright, so that takes us to the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Cardinals all the way. I don't even have to talk about it.
Vikings. I was sticking with the Vikings, man. That's gonna be the team you didn't realize was as good as they was.
Carson Palmer kind of left.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think but they're running into that Cardinals team in Arizona.
I'm backing Terry Bridgewater.
Teddy.
What?
You don't even know his name, and you're backing him.
Terry Bridgewater. I
Teddy.
said Joe Montana.
I'm backing the guy we all knew I was talking about. Timmy, God damn it.
Timmy Bridgeweather.
Yeah. Storm, leader of the X-Men. Who cares? Them, the Vikings. That's where this guy is.
I think we're all Arizona.
Yeah, I'm with Arizona.
Oh, fuck off.
Now you guys have gone too far. Alright, we need to do a coin flip for Kansas City, Denver.
Kansas City's heads.
Alright.
Tails.
Alright. Cincinnati and Denver.
Cincy.
I gotta take Kansas City in that game.
I'm taking Cincinnati. on that one.
Jeremy will be
No
proud.
way, since he's making it to the Super Bowl.
Since he's
I'll put
making
money
it
on
in
right
this
now.
bracket.
I'll put money on it right now.
I'll go
Not happening.
triple or nothing on what I owe you.
Hey, this
That
is why
since he
I
makes
have a
it.
quadruple fucking bracket. When you have 4 people.
Did
doing
you
one
just say
bracket.
triple or nothing?
He did. Yeah, I heard it.
I went triple or nothing
On
on
live-
this
on
podcast
live
right now.
stream.
Yep.
On live stream, are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
shake on that?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
At least,
Yes.
hey, I got 93 views on the
I
last
feel a lot better
podcast.
about my February bills after that.
All right. Yep. Since he's going,
All right. So who's
Jeremy, you owe me half if I lose. You heard that here too.
So who's Cincinnati playing? Arizona or Carolina?
The Panthers.
Man, this is
They're
my-
playing the Panthers.
Carolina's the number 1 seed, so it'll be in Carolina too.
This is
Yep.
my biggest conflict here, man. I'm so on the fence about this.
Panthers eat Cardinals every day.
But
I don't know if Panthers can catch Cardinals.
Cardinals.
4 good Panthers, and that whole Cardinals team is pretty good. 22 Cardinals pecking the eyes of 4 Panthers might do some damage.
You still got the weak Panthers that are still like,
Man, I don't know.
They're just there.
they're swatting and shit.
The loss, the loss to Atlanta and Carolina scares me because Atlanta does not have a good defense. And Arizona's
Everybody has a
defense-
bad day.
And
It's
Arizona's
probably one of them where it was
defense.
better for them than trying to run the fucking whole season undefeated like
Yeah.
the Patriots did. Trying to complete
But
the entire season.
Arizona's defense is legit, man. I know this. I had them on fantasy, and they carried me a lot.
Oh yeah, I know.
I gotta go Arizona.
I had
They-
Cam Newton on my team.
Man.
He carried me
Yeah,
a
so did
long
I.
way too.
So did I. The Super Bowl and then lost in the Super Bowl because he fucking 12 points.
I couldn't tell if he was carrying me on his shoulders or I was carrying him on mine in fantasy, but
I think when it comes down to it, though, I'm gonna have to go with home field advantage and go with Carolina.
so we're at Carolina.
We're at 1-1, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Carolina.
Gotta go with the
I
new
don't want to see him win, but
And who are you?
I think
Carolina.
This would bring Carolina and Cincinnati.
if that's the game,
That would still be a pretty good Super Bowl if it does come down there.
Oh, that's gonna be a Bob Super Bowl,
if
dude.
that's the Super Bowl, I got Carolina all the way. If it comes down to those
Yeah,
two
and
teams.
if it, I would have to go with Carolina too.
Yeah.
My pick is Arizona, City.
If that's the fucking Super Bowl, the Bengals better win. I can't even have a vote. You guys already went Carolina, so my vote don't matter. I'm still going Hootie!
So we have the Carolina Panthers winning the Super Bowl between the 4 of us collectively.
Oh, I can't wait to see next week.
No, actually, I picked Arizona. So 3 against 1.
So that,
Well, I picked Green Bay to win it
Well,
all.
I'm just saying it's not collectively. If it came down to that
Yeah.
game, I got Carolina, but I got Arizona champions.
Oh, that won't happen.
Carson.
I should have went triple or nothing on
Carson
that.
deserves it, man. Carson deserves it. Cam's got more time to get his.
Yeah, we've got quite a few years left.
So I think that wraps it up.
2.5 hours, man. That's it. So. Oh, the minute.
That's still just a little bit into you know what I mean? If I'd have got the camera working at 9 o'clock instead of 10:20, we'd have been at another hour and 20 minutes further. So next week, more stream, longer.
Thanks for watching, Lauren and Dylan and Benjamin
Ben,
Yeah.
and that
come kick it, man.
that Diaz guy that was a dick earlier.
Mr. Small. We still won't forget Mr. Small from episode 1.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Nobody forgets Darth Maul.
You'll change your mind.
You hurt my feelings.
Right in the feelings. Son of a bitch. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
2.5 hours.